Hi Taurus, this is Amanda in our Daisy. Thanks for hopping into my little plant den here. We're keeping it warm, we're keeping it cozy. Today's reading is going to be for May 13th to May 19th. So as always, if this resonates with you, go ahead, like and subscribe, all of the things. That way you don't miss updates from me. I do weeklies, collectives, everything in between. I also post astrology here on the channel, so look out for those as well. Drop into your heart space because we're just going to get right into it. We're going to intuitively channel some oracle, get into some tarot. Let the dust spiritually, physically, and emotionally settle around and within you so that you can determine which messages are for you and which messages are for others. Tune into your spirit guides at this time as well, or your loved ones on the other side, your angel team, ancestors, whoever it is that you connect with. I will tune into my angels as well. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for casting your light of protection around us at this time. Thank you, spirit team and angel guides, for helping me share the light. Speaking messages straight from the heart space to bring uplifting and empowering messages to our Taurus collective. Okay, so I'm hearing you need to be the judge here. You need to... I'm hearing like important changes are coming your way and Spirit wants you to make sure that you're ready for them. You have to be fair. To be fair indicates a need for some type of balance. This is a situation that's almost, there is like a certain situation calling to your attention. I mean, this could be a legal thing, and I'm not like a legal professional. I can't really say anything about that. But there's something here being brought to your attention and you kind of need to be the judge as to what's best for you, what's best for the people around you. You are stepping into the unknown here, so it's almost like you have to traverse a new path, one that you're kind of scared to go on. And it's definitely like when this card comes up, it's something that it's unfamiliar territory. This usually comes up when the question is being posed of what's going to happen next, but it's like a very concerned energy that we come to the tarot with when that card is being presented, right? So when things are a little nerve-wracking, we're waiting on answers, we're waiting on something to come through. I'm hearing like your mission will serve people well. And there is some type of highest good in relation to your mission here. But you almost need to be the judge because important changes are coming. You also have Fire Guardian, Ignite Your Passions. One of your fellow signs got this card too. So fire sign, ignite your passions. This is something that you could be excited to do. For some of you, you're taking a trip. For some of you, this is a new beginning. You're traveling far for something. If not traveling, this is something that you might be like, I don't know, it's a new undertaking. And you might have thought previously that it wasn't up your alley, but you're starting to recognize that it could be. It could be if you wanted it to be. I'm not seeing you as like bending over backwards for this. I see you using a lot of your skills, like you're very capable of handling this next step. And it is stoking the flames of some of your passions a little bit more because it's giving you, whatever changes are coming is almost giving you more of a solid foundation to build off of. So let's get into some tarot and see what else we're working with here. Oh, wow. I love, so if there is a tarot card at all to resemble the To Be Fair card, it's going to be the Six of Pentacles. This is quite literally how you are of service to others. This is the exchange of energy, what you give to others, what they take, and also the way that giving to them makes you feel, right? For a lot of you, this is like a new like financial opportunity coming your way with the Ace of Pentacles here. I do see this and I keep hearing you be the judge, you be the judge, you be the judge. So you might be also be presented with options and you figure out what's best for you. You have the Sire of Wands here as well. This is, okay, for whatever reason, when I get the Sire of Wands, I'm hearing like stuck in the mud, stuck in the mud, stuck in the mud. You need to get your nose out of the mud. And they keep coming through with that energy, like it's coming to me sort of in waves of Sire of Wands actually stands tall, proud, confident. He's not with his nose in the mud. So it's just, it's one of those things where, you know, Spirit wants you to look up, kind of dust the mud off of your nose, because I think when we do that, it tends to be out of fear. Like when someone's head is in the mud, how do I explain this? Because like they're giving me this as a symbol and I can feel it in the energy. So let me just describe the energy I'm getting with that imagery, or with that image. Let's see if I can get like a solid view on the energy. it's almost like your mentality, or there's something about fear, maybe not knowing the next steps, because you are waiting for this answer to come in with to be fair, or you're like there's some change in the air or some big drastic change in the air and you're sensing it. Um, it's almost like that fear is kind of keeping your head down. It's almost like you're expecting the worst or you're expecting the lowest. But it's actually, they want you to like lift your head up. They want you to get the mud off of your face so you can present yourself well for this next step, if that makes sense. It's almost like a presentation of being calm and collected and moving forward stronger and more confidently. I see the King of Wands being you, actually. Like, you are being the Sire of Wands here, because you are stepping forward and like with grace and confidence, even if you don't feel it, even if you're like quaking in your boots a little bit. But that's because we're getting comfortable with this unknown thing. I sense this is a positive change for some of you. Again, with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like it's some material gift from the universe. So it's either financially beneficial long term, like you're starting a new career path or something, or you're starting a new journey with finances, or, you know, this is something that, you know, like getting some type of settlement, you get money or something, you know. Or like getting some type of material gift. There is, I'm hearing the word fortune, so it is some type of fortune coming in. Into the unknown. This is interesting territory, and I don't want to say tread carefully, because there is a tendency to want to tread carefully, and that's interesting because you have Page of Swords and Page of Pentacles up here. And the core of your whole reading, because we're going to have 9 cards here in this spread, and the whole core here is the Chariot. Now, I love this. Okay, let's talk about the pages first, because they are the forever students. No matter what suit the page finds itself in, it is the forever student of that suit. So with the Page of Swords, it's like this new path, or going into the unknown, kind of going in blind, not sure what to expect out of this new thing, or not sure what to expect. You know, I'm hearing like in the following pages, we will discover ... And it's almost like you're holding your breath in suspense. And I'm hearing for some of you, it's like you're breaking down, it's killing you. Like, oh God, I gotta know. But I feel like this isn't the first time you've stepped into the unknown, so it's almost like you handled it a lot better than you would have before. But basically, the Page of Swords is almost like you're being introduced to new ideas through putting that blindfold on and saying, okay, I understand. It's more of like, it's like stepping into a situation with a blindfold, because you don't understand. It's not like you're willingly putting it on, it's just you naturally have the blindfold on because this is unexplored territory, you know. But the Page of Swords here says, you know, whatever steps are next, it will become apparent to you. There will be some type of light shined on this, but I think it's only through like experiencing the next steps that you start to feel more confident with that. But again, I see with the Sire of Swords like a fake it till you make it type of thing. I do feel like some of you have that core confidence with it. Like once you start to see good things happening, you go, huh, and it's like a sigh of relief. But Page of Swords says new ideas are going to come from this next step. And the Page of Pentacles is learning. There might be something to learn in relation to just like the next steps. It's almost like it's introducing new parts of your soul path that maybe you weren't privy to before. And that's only because, again, this is like a new step. The Chariot, this is just indicating, I'm sorry, the Page of Pentacles is just because there's more. I see like, okay, so, how do I want to word this? So we will talk about the Chariot right now, because this is your path, this is your choice. You might have had a lot of different choices and you're narrowing it down, or you've made a decision and you're like, this is the route that I'm going to go, or I'm going to show up for this thing, or I'm going to take this job over this job, or, oh, I'm going to start this business over that project, or I'm going to put this project in the back burner and I'll return to it later. There's some type of decision that's being made. This is all you. This was all you. And I think that there are a plethora of things that we can learn for our soul growth when we come here in this lifetime. And yes, they say that you come here with a soul plan type of thing, but that soul plan is forever changing. You know, your soul came here to almost study and grow in a particular energy, to work past some karmic things, to, you know, get familiar with certain plights. Some people, it's related around like tragedy, losing loved ones again and again. I actually met someone who lost loved ones around synchronistic dates, which was very scary, but also comforting to her in a way. Just because like it always felt guided, like it was a tragedy, but it was like their time to go type of thing. But it was still like a lot of people before their time passing synchronistically. For others, It's like, some of you might be caught in the same relationships again and again, trying to figure out, like, what is it that I need to learn from this? And that's a part of your soul path, And what it all boils down to is, the kind of thing that gets picked, the way that you move forward, or these next steps. It's going to be imperative for your soul growth, but there are different branches of things you have to learn in that particular, like, it doesn't, like, let's say you're stuck between, like, maybe, I don't know, pursuing 5 different projects. You're like, okay, I have 5 novel ideas, right? And which novel do I write? Okay. And you decide to go the path of, I'm going to write this mystery thriller thing over this, rom-com, this romance comedy thing. Okay. There's probably soul growth stuff to be learned in that mystery thriller, because you've chosen that. It's branching off into many different things, studying different facets of the energy of writing and whatever it is you're meant to discover in that particular story that you want to write. And this goes for any type of job thing. This goes for any type of move that we make, any opportunities that we take just in the outside world, anything at all. It's just a different study or a different experience of the energy. We're still applying our skills. We're still applying the core of ourselves to that. It's just studying different facets of our own energy and growing with it, if that makes sense. So that's what this Page of Pentacles is symbolizing, is new soul growth moments that are like you're accessing at this time, or like with these next few steps. And the Chariot is all about where there's a will, there's a way. It's basically like your direction, your choice is prompting this change. So Spirit does want you to know that, like, next steps, regardless of what happens, regardless of what comes next, that you are almost like in control of your directive, your thoughts. What story am I going to tell? The Chariot is very famous for, he lets Spirit guide his ship, but he also understands, like, Spirit is only a guide. They bring you opportunities, and the Chariot decides, this is what I want to do. This is important for my life. This is important for my growth. And this is why, like, this is what I need to step up to do. Right? Now, let's talk about ignite your passions. Okay. Ooh, we got some strife going on in here. So for some of you, this passion could be a lover, could be a love interest. For some of you, it's like for some of you, it's healing from a past relationship that might not have gone very well. I mean, we have the Lovers, the 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. 5s are areas of tension. 5 is strife, and it doesn't look good in any of the suits. It feels like areas of tension, or areas that need to, like, energy that needs to be worked through. And with the Lovers, sometimes it indicates directly a romantic interest, or somebody we were in a relationship with, right? And if not with a romantic interest, this could be just issues that you've had with yourself, like issues with your shadow self that you're working towards, right? And then the 5 of Swords is indicative of, like, external arguments with other people. This could be just someone being vocal towards you and not vocal with tensions, vocal with disagreements. There's some type of word, like, arguments happening here. And if this is with the self, it is almost like the criticisms, beating yourself down type of thing. 5 of Cups is disappointment. So 5 of Cups, I'm hearing, like, remember this, remember this, remember this, remember this pain, remember this moment. It's only temporary and it's not going to last, but remembering these moments helps express gratitude towards the fact that these moments aren't happening anymore. And I do feel like this is energy that you're stepping out of. So whatever energy this is working through, it's either disappointment or arguments with yourself or with another person. But what this all comes underneath is ignite your passions. And I actually, because, like, I feel very positively about that card. I feel very positively about Fire Guardian. Like, this is something Spirit wants you to pursue your passions. I'm actually going to pull the book on Fire Guardian so we can get like the full scope of it, because Spirit's calling me to get into Kyle Gray's words. Fire Guardian. Connect with your desires. The sparks could lead to something beautiful. The Fire Guardian represents the angels of fire. Fire is an energy that many people are afraid of, but shouldn't be. Burning desires can lead to great expansion. Allow the Fire Guardian to help you awaken a wilder side of yourself and burn away any fear or shame that stands between you and your desires. When this card appears, you are reminded that passion is powerful and absolutely encouraged by Spirit. Extended message. You are being guided by your angels to connect with the powerful energy of desire this time. If you have recently set an intention to explore your sexual side or become more sexually open, the fire of desire can burn away any old setbacks that are preventing you from expressing that part of your nature. If you are in a relationship, this card can indicate a great spiritual and sexual connection. So even if this connection does bring strife, you're still learning. Or even like pursuing this connection that might even be healthy for you, or you feel like it's really good. It feels like there is a fire, like somebody lit a fire beneath you and you're very excited about it. There's still like this area of, there could be areas of tension either that you're working through with this person or with yourself in trying to live in harmony with this passion, or like to go with your passions, right? So just understand that that energy is there and present. Spirit encourages you to work with your passions, or this could indicate a current passion that you are undergoing and then just shining a light on, hey, this stuff needs to be worked through. Let's get into some angel cards and see what's going on, because we already have some cards that are like twisting and turning here, trying to get out of the deck. Okay. The strength here is angelic protection. So this is understanding Archangel Michael is here protecting you. Specifically, for whatever reason, I felt Archangel Michael at the presence of your reading. I know I call it in every time I channel, but it almost feels like you understand you're protected. You understand that your energy is sacred, and you understand that, you know, Spirit is looking out for you, that you feel that connection, or that you are seeking that connection, understanding that they're there. What's coming up from your heart, Mother, Father, God. So you're understanding that we are all interconnected, that we're all here to learn things. This is an important card that comes up, especially when we are undergoing challenges with other people. So I do feel like this is an energy of speaking with other people. This is an issue maybe with this other person. If they're in your energy, I do feel like this is somebody that you would be currently dealing with if they are talking about a romantic connection or like a close connection to yours of some sort. But Mother, Father, God talks about, you know, bringing relief to those tensions in some way, understanding that they have their own energy to work through as well, because they have their own soul growth moments to go through. That is their choice, whether they go through that or not. That is not on you. The challenge here is honesty and communication. So just being open. I'm hearing like be real with yourself. Be real with yourself in what you are expecting of yourself, what you are expecting of others, and where others may fall short of those expectations, and then communicate it very clearly. It's almost like I do feel for whatever reason someone did not meet expectations, and that is something to be honest. And I'm hearing like, and it's going to be brutal. So if you feel somebody has failed you horribly, you know, making note of that without being too criticized, without beating them down. It's almost like, I do feel like it's deserved though. I don't know. It almost feels like they mistreated you in some way and you're like struggling to tell them that, or something like that. But apply it how you see fit. We're going to roll some dice for you, Taurus, and see, you know, what else we have going on here. You have 85. We're pulling from Angel Numbers by Kyle Gray. And I always read these messages twice. You were not born to suffer. Move beyond expecting a negative outcome. So again, this is basically the image that I was getting with the Sire of Wands about getting your head out of the mud. You were not born to suffer. Move beyond expecting a negative outcome. Because I feel like the mentality here is really clogging things up and making it seem like things are going to go to shit or things are going to get worse. But your mentality is almost kind of bringing everything down. But it's not going to work out that way. It's not going to be like the worst in the world. And if the worst, quote unquote, does happen, the worst, whatever, it's not going to be as bad as you think. But I do feel like there's like a better way forward that you're not seeing, or that you're not expecting, or that I'm hearing time will tell. So it's one of those things you just have to be patient and wait for. That being said, that was your reading, Taurus. If this resonated with you, as I said before, like and subscribe. And what else? Oh yeah, I teach tarot over on my Instagram and on my Facebook, so check out that link down below, so that you can follow along with me on that journey. So we can look at each individual card, and I just talk about the different things that I've channeled through with them, regardless of what deck they're in. Sometimes the messages come through the same, sometimes they're different. So if you want a personal reading with me, I'm at amandanardozi.com. That being said, I love you, I love you, I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.